made it.
You can't say Breakfast Club without the Breakfast Club.
You're like this rare air.
You got platforms and partners all over the place because your demand is so high. People want to be in business with the Breakfast Club.
I don't think white people know how popular you guys are.
DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God.
Yeah, you guys really are like the hip-hop early morning, late night talk show.
Y'all know what y'all talking about.
Good morning, USA! Yo, 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 yo.
Jess Hilarious is out. Roques is filling in. What up, Lauren?
Good morning, y'all.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Monday. Good morning. What's happening? Another day to serve our beautiful listeners.
That's right. Monday, back to the work week. It's officially Virgo season as well. A couple days ago. So it's Virgo season. Drop a bomb for all the Virgos, please.
I got the craziest Virgo I know. Right here with me, my mom.
That's right. When's her birthday?
Today is her birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Virgo season.
She wanted to come up here and meet y'all. That's like been one of her things she wanted to do. So she woke up early this morning. She don't get up this early.
I feel like we need to find her a more comfortable seat, though.
I just didn't know she wanted to be on camera.
Whatever makes Mom happy.
Yeah, if she sit to the right,
she can sit to the right. She can be all right. Whatever she wants. If she's comfortable there, it's fine.
Yeah. I don't want her to be uncomfortable. It's a long show.
That's right. I asked if she wanted anything for breakfast. She just said she just wanted a coffee. So, Mom, you sure you don't want nothing to eat? You good?
She say, nah, she from Delaware. Them people from Delaware can eat.
Turn Mama mic on right fast. What you want to eat, Mom? You want anything to eat?
Not now.
Not now? It's too early for you? Too early? Mom is stylish, too, by the way. I just want to let y'all know, Mom is stylish. Mom came in a nice outfit with the jacket with the stones on it. I see where you get it from, Lauren. You get it from Mama.
Yeah, she used to design.
No, she used to design?
Yep, she used to design. She was here in New York. She'll tell y'all, trust me.
What you turning, 35 today?
36.
I like being a mature age. I like to be treated like a mature person. I like to act like a mature person.
There you go.
I need that.
Well, you in the wrong room, man.
Yeah, this is not a mature room. This is not a mature room
at all. You're next to the wrong one. Okay?
All right. Well, let's
bring the best out of them.
There you go. Well, let's get the show cracking. We got, well, first of all, how was your weekend? What you do this weekend? Anything?
I went to Delaware this weekend because I had to bring her back with me. So I was just with family and friends. It was everybody's birthday this weekend. So I went to like 3 birthday parties.
Really? So you was out and about?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Charlamagne?
I got back from the DNC on Friday. Saturday, had a date night with the wife. Went to Atlantic City, go check out my guy Andrew
I was
Schultz.
gonna go. You know, a friend of mine called me and was like, I was like, should I ask Charlamagne for tickets? I'm like, nah, Charlamagne's probably still in the DNC. I should have went out there.
I got back Friday and I went Saturday.
How was the show?
I mean, Andrew's the best stand-up alive right now. It's not even close. Andrew Schultz is the best stand-up alive right now. And, I like going to Atlantic City. I'm a person that enjoys Atlantic City. So,
y'all do?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Have a great
Maybe
time.
I just been removed from here too long because I don't understand why you go to Atlantic City.
I like Atlantic City.
It's a lot of fun.
It's just cool. It's a cool, if you live in Jersey, it's a cool little date night to get away.
You can get away for a day, but not too far.
But it's not because of the beach. Right?
Nah, I didn't go to the beach.
Okay, because I be like, y'all go there for the beach. Like,
No. But everything else, I love Ocean Resort. I think that's what it's called. No, it's not Ocean Resort, but it's the Ocean Hotel.
Gotcha.
Yes, I like going to the Ocean Hotel, and I like eating at Kelsey's. Boy, we had brunch at Kelsey's yesterday. You hear me?
Kelsey's
Drop
amazing.
one of Clues bombs for Kelsey's. Lord have mercy.
Kelsey's is the soul food spot down there. It's amazing down there.
Didn't even know.
Lord.
They just moved, too. They opened up a new facility, a new spot about a year ago, 2 years ago.
Oh, the brunch is amazing.
Yeah,
I had shrimp and grits. I mean, I'm from the South, so I like a good down South hearty breakfast. I had 2 biscuits, shrimp and grits, chicken sausage, and a sweet potato waffle. Man, Lord have mercy.
Shout out to Kelsey.
Wow. Oh, that's in Atlantic City?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't know that.
It's not even connected to a hotel. You got to leave, but it's amazing.
Oh, it was amazing.
Amazing. All right. Well, let's get the show cracking. We got front page news. Morgan, when we come back, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is filling in for Jess. And let's get in some front page news. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning. Happy Monday. Yes, let's get into it. So in case you missed it, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. suspended his 2024 presidential campaign on Friday. The independent candidate made the announcement while speaking in Phoenix, Arizona. Let's hear more from RFK Jr.
It's with a sense of victory and not defeat that I'm suspending my campaign. And now to throw my support to President Trump.
Yeah, he said he's backing Trump because he best embodies his priorities and added that Trump asked him to serve in his administration right around the time of his assassination attempt. Now, Kennedy said after Trump's call, he did reach out to Kamala Harris about having the same discussions, but she never returned his calls. Kennedy believes the Democratic Party of his father and uncle, John F. K. and RFK Sr., has become beholden to corporations and other entities. He also told Fox News on Sunday that he realized he had no path to victory after he was kept off major news networks and blocked out of presidential debates. Now, only moments after his announcement, RFK Jr. hit the campaign trail in Arizona with former President Donald Trump. Let's hear more from RFK on the campaign trail with Trump.
The best way to build a safe America is to rebuild our industrial base and rebuild the middle class in this country. And don't you want a president who's going to get us out of the wars and who's going to rebuild the middle class in this country? And don't you want a president who's going to protect America's freedoms? And don't you want a president that's going to make America healthy again?
Yeah, so during remarks, Trump thanked Kennedy for the endorsement and called him incredible champion for conservative values. He also insulted Vice President Kamala Harris, called her a communist fascist, and suggested she forced Biden out of the race in an unconstitutional coup. Let's hear more from former President Trump and from that rally in Arizona.
We're going to win Arizona. We're going to defeat Comrade Kamala Harris. And we're going to win back our beautiful White House. We're going to win it back. We're going to win it back in record force. She was the border czar. She presided over the worst border in history, not American history, world history. I will establish a new independent presidential commission on assassination attempts. And they will be tasked with releasing all of the remaining documents pertaining to the assassination of President John F. Kennedy.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's what the people want. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree. I did see more conversation about RFK Jr. dropping out this weekend on all the cable news channels than I did damn near about the DNC, especially in regards to Kamala's speech, being that she spoke Thursday. That was like a B or C story. But I don't know if him endorsing Trump is going to move the needle for Trump. I don't know.
You know, a lot of people feel like independents are disruptors, that all they're doing is really disrupting the presidential election. What's your thoughts on that?
That's how his family feels. Mm-hmm. His family from the beginning. Yeah, when Robert F. Kennedy Jr. came out and said he wanted to run, his family from the beginning said that's exactly what he's doing. But I'm a little confused, and I was at a live event that he did. I spoke there. I thought that his policies and what he was saying he wanted to do, if anywhere close to elected, which I knew wasn't going to happen, were closer to
Kamala Harris.
Yeah,
and Democrats. I thought so too.
I know they flip back and forth, but the flip like that is kind of crazy.
I thought so too.
And it's interesting when he says, he feels like Democrats are beholden, to corporate America. That can't be your reasoning, because all politicians, Republicans and Democrats, are beholden to corporate money.
Yeah.
Yeah, to your point, Lauren, members of the Kennedy family are criticizing that decision. They've actually issued a statement signed by 5 Kennedys calling the move a betrayal to basically the legacy of what Robert F. Kennedy and John F. Kennedy stood for. So
I don't understand why it's getting so much news attention.
It's because of it's his family. It's his family name. It's a family name.
Never got no attention.
I feel like he's getting more attention this weekend than he's gotten throughout his whole campaign. So why give it any energy now?
I think the plan was he thought he was going to get this attention. He would use it to shift against Kamala because he obviously doesn't want her to win. But it's more of like just a talking point, honestly.
I just keep telling.
Definitely think that's exactly why he made the announcement on Friday to overshadow DNC.
So why let it overshadow? Why do CNN, MSNBC, why do these networks let it overshadow? They pick what the headlines are. They pick what the stories are.
Because controversy sells.
And I don't think he necessarily wants to go with Trump. I just feel like Trump is the only one that called him back.
Yes.
Trump made him feel special. That's like that girl, he made him feel special, so he picked back. But yeah, that's what that felt like. All right.
Sure.
Well, that is front page news. Now get it off your chest, Morgan. We'll see you next hour. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Let us know how your weekend was, what you're feeling, what you're doing, all that good stuff. And again, salute to all the Virgos out there. 800-585-1051 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Wake up, wake up. Wake your ass.
This is your time to get it off your chest. Whether you're mad or blessed, we want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, it's Devon from Jersey. What's up, DJ Envy?
Devon from Jersey. What part of Jersey, brother?
What's it called? I don't want. put that on here, but I just want to big up. I was at your show, so I want to big you up real quick because that show was crazy, and the food was good, the music was on point. You see what I'm saying? So I just want to big up Envy on that, and I also want to big up my mother and my fiance because their birthdays is September 11th.
Okay.
So
yeah, mine is third. Shout out to Virgos and shout out to Red, who usually runs the boards and producer up here, and DJ P Dub. They actually provided the soundtrack for the car show, so I'm glad you and the family had a great time, man.
Hell yeah, big them up. Yup.
All right, bro. Have a good one.
All right.
Hello, who's this?
It's Leroy.
Leroy, what's up? Get it off your chest.
Listen, man, the Kennedy name was for sale, and Robert was just trying to auction it off to the highest bidder, and Trump just happened to be the one who bid on it because nobody else wanted it. It was that simple.
Yeah, but I don't think that he's the Kennedy that you want to buy. Like, yes, the Kennedy name means something, but if the Robert F in front of it, it probably devalues it a little bit.
I completely agree with that, but again, he was just auctioning off the name because people recognize the name.
No, I get it.
Thank you, brother.
That is true. I was in the drugstore yesterday, and there was some white people behind me, and they was like, "Wow, a Kennedy endorsing a Republican."
I'm trying to tell you,
it doesn't seem right, I guess, from Unc. It really doesn't seem right.
Who the hell is Unc?
His uncle, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Let me hear you call one of them white boys Unc again.
Not my Unc.
I thought you was calling him Unc. I was about to say, Envy, when did you meet him?
I said Monday.
Now he didn't came to a car show.
You said from Unc.
From his
what
Unc.
the hell you mean from Unc? Who the hell is Unc?
Hello, who's this?
He must have popped out at a car show. We know.
Sandra, the Haitian therapist.
Sasha, sac passe.
Ma poulet.
You know we about to announce the next mental wealth expo soon, Sasha.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting for it. I know it's in October, so I'm keeping my eyes open on social media for that.
Yep.
I called because I wanted to disagree with you about the whole Michael Rubin thing. Thoroughly disagree. I feel like we make the black billionaires and millionaires as a community. We're not tearing people down. We lift them up. Like, there's no black successful person that's not there because of black people. So I definitely disagree with him on that front.
Why do we always go to the celebrity though? Like it ain't always about celebrity.
Regular people too.
Yeah, everyday people. We do that to each other. We're very hard on each other.
I get that, but therapy for black girls won't exist without black people. Therapy for black men wouldn't exist without black people. My mentor, a black woman. The black community has always supported me. Are there naysayers? Of course. But I feel like to say that all we do is tear each other down when we don't really get far unless we have.
Oh yeah, I don't agree with
other black people.
I don't agree with broad generalizations at all. But I'm not gonna sit here and act stupid to what I know he was talking about.
I get it, but I think that we put too much focus. Like if one or two people say something negative, then we all think, okay, the echo chamber, everything is negative. But I think that the whole black-owned businesses and shining spotlight on black things, that's because of us as a community. And we ride for each other, I think, for the most part.
It's been going around for a long time now. I remember when I was younger, my daddy would always tell me, my daddy would say, don't even put your name on a business that you own because
they still tell you that.
Because your own people will hate on it for no reason.
They still say that.
He told me that when I was a young child. I don't necessarily agree with it in all cases, but I understand what he's saying.
Not in all cases, but there are a few. There are some.
That's Lauren LaRosa's mama talking.
She says a love and hate thing. It's not just love.
It's not hate as well. She says not just hate.
Not just. Mm-hmm. Well, get it off your chest.
She's saying like the audience can hear her.
Why won't we repeat what she said? 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. Phone lines are wide open. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
So you better have the same energy.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Man, this is Dupree from Omaha, Nebraska. What up, Breakfast Club?
Dupree, what up? Get it off your chest.
Man, I just want to get off my chest, man. I'm down in Chicago. I went to the DNC Thursday. It was a great experience, man. It was an out-of-body experience to be able to see Kamala Harris speaking inside the United States Arena or the United Center, and then to be outside the arena and see them protesting and things like that. But I would say Chicago police and everyone that they had involved did a great job with just keeping things safe and things like that. So can't wait to see what it turns out to be in November. And also, Chicago not a bad place like people make it seem. Chicago is actually a beautiful place.
Boy, you was just downtown. Relax your nerves. I love Chicago too, but you was just downtown. I bet you would go to that South Side.
I slid through the hood too.
Why?
Right.
Exactly
But
why?
I hate when people do that when they go visit somewhere and they gotta go see the hood.
They want to see it. I mean, I'm not mad at that.
What?
I'm not
People
mad
used
at
to come to
that.
LA and be like, take me to the hood. No, you go by yourself. Call me when you get back.
Man, I went to LA in the hood too. I got family in LA, man.
You
gotta
got family
slide
there, it's
through
different.
poverty to see. But still, you still gotta slide through the city, man. It's not as bad as they make it seem. I feel like, but
I didn't escape one hood. I ain't trying to find
Iraq, man. Shout out to Iraq.
Salute to him, but you know what I hate? I hate when we do that because we don't live in those cities. Because there's somebody from Chicago listening to this right now saying he don't even know what the hell he's talking about. Because in those same communities, they are poor and disadvantaged. They're not out there protesting for no reason. You know how many? They had a protest that mimicked Dick Gregory's 1968 protest of the Democratic National Convention, and it was just black people in those neighborhoods who feel like they're getting the short end of the stick. So you can't say that you don't live there. You was there for a weekend. You don't know what them people deal with on a daily basis.
Also, defund hood tours. Y'all keep popping up in these neighborhoods. Y'all don't know these people.
But it's bad because people hear so much about these neighborhoods. It's like when people come to certain parts, they drive through these neighborhoods. They want to go to Harlem. They want to go to Queensbridge.
Different if you got family
They want
or
to go to
something
Compton.
like that.
They just want to see it. You hear people talking about it. They fans.
That's a safari. That's really some white people. I'm not even. That's some white people
Nobody
stuff.
said
That's like going. That's a safari.
I don't understand
But
why
nobody
you
said
do that.
get out the car and sit on the corner. But they want to drive by and see
No,
what
people want to go to the what is it called? Took her to they want to go to the O, whatever that place is called, and they want to get out there. They want to take pictures. They want to do all that. They don't just ride by. They want to do a lot.
What a luxury to be able to just ride through a hood and be like, it's not that bad here. Yeah, because you don't live here, fool.
I know if you pull up in my neighborhood in the wrong block and you get out to take pictures, Mom, what they be doing? She tell you don't do that.
Mama like, boy, girl, what are you doing? Live in no hood. What are you talking about? He's like, Mama looked at you like, what are you talking about?
My mom, no, you don't pull up on. You're not pulling up on our block on 5th Street, just hopping out and taking pictures. My mom thinks she be a little removed from what's going on.
She's looking at you like I don't know what you're talking about, Lauren. I've been over there my whole life. It's been a nice area over there.
She speaks to everybody. She don't know what be going on.
Lauren LaRosa's mom's hanging out with us this morning. It's her birthday.
Oh, okay. You gotta know what's really going on in these neighborhoods.
Stuff, and you go through. You're really looking for the improvement. We're not looking for a drug addict to drop on your car. Okay, we want to see.
I done got her started.
On our people.
That's right.
If it's in your heart, that's what you look for.
Lauren mama basically said don't smoke crack, y'all.
She
just said don't smoke crack.
All the neighborhoods is the neighborhoods. That's how she is.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. We got Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa coming up.
Yes, we do. We have an exclusive update on T-Boz. TLC had to cancel a concert over the weekend because she had a medical emergency, and we exclusively have found out that she is back home and resting. So we're gonna get into that.
All right, we'll get into that next. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is filling in for Jess, and let's get to Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa.
The news is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a coach of shoes.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
So over the weekend, TLC, they were slated to perform in Connecticut and then also in Syracuse, but they had to cancel the shows. They actually canceled the one in Connecticut literally 30 minutes before the show was about to start. So people were like, oh my God, what is going on? Is everything okay? And then they released a statement that basically told fans that T-Boz had what they believed was food poisoning. So they had to cancel the show and that everything would be rescheduled. They let people know when. And then about 24 hours later, she was taken to the hospital and found out that it actually was not food poisoning, but it was an abdominal blockage. So it was a lot more serious than what she thought. And of course, they sent like their deep regrets out saying that they were sorry that they had to cancel the shows, but of course she needs to get better. I reached out to a rep for the group just to check in on her and see how she was doing so we could give an update to fans this morning. And I was told that T-Boz is out of the hospital and she is, resting. They don't have any clue yet as to when these shows will be rescheduled. It just happened, but she is out of hospital and they expected her to be released Sunday when she originally went into the hospital. So that's actually what happened. So that means maybe things are progressing well because she was released on time.
That's why details matter, and you got to read the story and not the headline. Because when I saw the headline, I just assumed it was something to do with her sickle cell. I just assumed.
I did too. I did too. When I saw the cancellation, I was like, oh my God, I hope she's okay, because I know about the sickle cell. And then when I saw food poison, I'm like, oh, okay, she'll be all right. Then I saw abdominal. I'm like, what is going on? So that's what made me reach out. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Is she all right?
Health is the most important thing.
That's right. I'm just hearing all this for the first time right here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it is an exclusive. It's breaking.
Well, we're sending healing energy to T-Bars.
Yes,
Absolutely.
for sure. In other female artist news, Nicki Minaj is being sued by a fan for $5 million. Now, this fan is saying that Nicki needs to pay him this money because he's had his reputation damaged, he's suffered emotional distress and financial loss. Backstory on this. So there's a fan named Tamir Peak who is alleging that Nicki is a bully. More specifically, he's saying that he was one of her like really avid followers. He helped her push Pink Friday 2 in 2023. But things started to get a little crazy because Nicki, according to him, went on this like hate train. And during that hate train, she accused him and other fans of being paid moles to sabotage her. He said that Nicki ridiculed him, that she invited him allegedly to a hotel and then embarrassed him in front of all of her IG Live followers. He also is alleging that her husband, Kenneth Petty, mistreated him during a Super Bowl weekend in 2020, and says that Nicki actually DM'd him after about the incident allegedly. And he's also saying that Nicki has targeted him specifically during like several, you know, she goes live on like Station Head and then on X and stuff like that. So he's upset because he's saying during these times she implied that he was slow and that he was on welfare. So he's saying he needs to be paid. He's saying he needs to be paid a little coin. Y'all better stop laughing at him for we be the next one. So
that's funny.
You did. So Nicki's reps were reached out to, and you know, listen, this. Just to put it out there, and I don't know what's true or not. You know, I'm not a judge, but you can file a lawsuit about a little bit of anything.
Anybody can sue for anything.
So you can sue somebody if somebody mistreats you?
I mean, it depends on what does it cause you harm where you can't work and make money and mentally, you know.
Envy's slow.
Envy's not slow.
Let's keep going.
What you
mean? You can try. Yes, you can sue somebody for mistreating you. That's what happens in the workplace all the time.
Oh, and like verbal abuse that has like
workplace, but they
damage
don't
your
work with each
reputation.
other. Somebody just say I don't like you, so I'm suing you today. You just call me slow.
I don't care. Won't be. You know how many lawsuits I got going on?
Oh, okay. Not us up here waving the lawsuit flag. Let's not do that.
15 years strong here. Okay.
That's not something to like just throw out there. It just invites people.
What I'm saying is it happens when you're in a certain position, because this is the problem with responding to people online. These folks can say whatever they want about you, the most ridiculous rumors, vicious lies,
and then when you
reply back, now you the bully, and people got emotional distress. She called me retarded and said I was on welfare.
You're not supposed to say that word.
Oh, please.
You can say welfare.
You want to sue me for saying
retarded?
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
So Nicki's attorney, he gave a statement to TMZ and said that the fan, Mr. Peak, has been harassing Nicki on social media for some years to no avail. He has now graduated to seeking to shake her down financially with manifesting false allegations and legally frivolous claims. He will regret having gone down this disreputable road when he is forced to pay her legal fees as required by California law. I thought about that when I was reading this. I'm like, lawsuits ain't free. Not at all.
It may not cost you nothing to file, but it costs to keep going.
Yes.
And eventually, you know, that lawyer going to turn around and be like, "Hey, man,
it's probably a money play. We all know that. We could say an alleged money play where they'll try to just settle out in court, get a couple of grand, and keep it moving. That's what most of these lawsuits
Ever
are.
Since that Cardi lawsuit with the blogs and she won, a lot of people
willing to go all the way though.
A lot of people have been going all the way because they like
millions.
Cardi has the money.
Yeah, she has the money.
So does Nicki.
Millions.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
though.
yeah, Nicki, not the person suing.
Not the person suing. I'm just saying, like, normally a big entity would just settle because they don't feel like all of the chatter online and all that. But now people going all the way through. They want people to know that you was out here trying to play with them.
I'm not settling for nothing if I know I'm right.
That's right.
I'm not settling for nothing if I know I didn't do nothing. I'm not settling for nothing. So I'm not mad at Nicki. Nope. I just don't like the, you know, you can pick at somebody, but then soon as that person responds,
that's my point.
Now you won't
and that's
play
what
victim.
I was saying. Yeah, you can't play victim now. I'm you treated me wrong, so I'm suing you. Nah, that don't make no sense.
Well, in other legal news, Danny Lay. So you guys remember back in May, Danny Lay was actually arrested and taken to jail for hit and run. Mm-hmm. She was booked on 3 felony charges, which included driving under the influence, leaving the scene of a crash with serious bodily injury, and DUI damage to her property. So now the body cam from that incident, it was in Miami, and what they are claiming and what they caught on video was a car that they say is Danny Lay's. It hit a pedestrian who was on like a moped bike, and he like suffered like different fractures or whatever. So the body cam is out now, and let's take a listen to Danny Lay on the camera.
I'm an R&B singer. You can't request me.
Doesn't mean anything.
We have witnesses saying that you hit a scooter. No, they're lying.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna clarify. We have cameras all over the city, so we're gonna clarify. Okay.
I'm a celebrity.
You understand what I'm coming? Okay. Well.
So I just can't be committed to committing a crime.
Regardless of the fact that you're a celebrity or not, you're still not above the law.
She's a singer. You looking me up? You think I was lying? Quavo was right here helping me out. Yeah, that's Quavo. The Migos. Those are my boys. Did somebody die?
I don't know.
How do you not know? You know if somebody died.
It's a really serious thing, and you're in here laughing.
I'm not laughing.
You are laughing.
She's twisted.
Yeah,
Hey, let me tell you something, man. I'm a celebrity. If you have to tell people you're a celebrity, you're not much a celebrity.
And then they looked her up. They said, "Oh, she's not lying." Like
she really is a singer.
And then Quavo. So she mentions Quavo because in the video you do see Quavo and like a security guard. Like they just see her sitting on the ground in cuffs. So he stops, like, "Yo, what's going on?" And they're like, "Yo, get back." So he keeps going. So she's like, "Oh yeah, that's my homie. That was Quavo from the Migos." So, but the fact that she was laughing and she actually asked in the video, "Did somebody die?" And then it comes out that, like, you know, she was actually booked and charged for hitting the person that they're referencing, and she's laughing in the video. It's just, it doesn't look good on her behalf at all.
She didn't know what was going on. Let me ask you a question. I seen the video. Did she not have a top on?
I think she had like a bikini top, but maybe it was showing too much. That's why they had to blur it. Because I was confused about that too. Because I'm like, if her boob was coming out, why didn't the cop tell her?
Right, yeah.
Real celebrities don't have to tell folks they are a celebrity.
Period.
You know?
At all. Well, I mean, never mind. I was going to say something, but I'm not going to do that.
What? Say what?
I was going to say, if Danny Lay was like, "I'm Danny Lay," it's like, how else she would have to say, "I'm the baby's baby mom." Because what else do we know her as?
I think she better off saying, "I'm slow and I'm on welfare. Please cut me a break."
All right. You know that is Jess With The Mess.
A little break, please. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
The cop might have more sympathy with you.
All right. When we come back, we got front page news. Morgan Wood will be joining us. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRose is filling in for Jess. And let's get back in some front page news. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning, good morning. So, yeah, Republican vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance, he says he believes former President Trump would veto a federal abortion ban if he's elected in November. In an interview with NBC's Meet the Press, Vance said Trump has been very clear that he wants to leave the abortion question up to the states in order to focus on bigger issues. Let's hear more from Republican VP hopeful J.D. Vance.
Donald Trump's view is that we want the individual states and their individual cultures and their unique political sensibilities to make these decisions because we don't want to have a nonstop federal conflict. Donald Trump wants to end this culture war over this particular topic. If California wants to have a different abortion policy from Ohio, then Ohio has to respect California and California has to respect Ohio.
So yes, this comes after comments from congressional Republicans where they indicated they would continue to push for a federal ban even if former President Trump were elected. Another issue that is pressing for the American people is the war in Gaza. U.S. Senator Bernie Sanders. He says the United States should cut off aid to the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's government. The Vermont Independent told ABC's This Week that the U.S. should not be sending Israel aid while its military is killing innocent Palestinians and creating a humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza. Let's hear more from Senator Sanders.
I happen to think that we should not be giving another nickel to Netanyahu's right-wing extremist government. They certainly had a right to defend themselves against the atrocious Hamas attack. They never had the right, do not have the right, to go to war against the entire Palestinian people. American taxpayer dollars should not go to starve children in Gaza. That is my view. Others may disagree with me.
And Bernie Sanders is Jewish, so that says a lot.
While he acknowledged the Biden administration is currently taking a different stance on the issue by continuing to send aid, Sanders also said he hopes that Kamala Harris's administration would change policy. Also, New Jersey Senator Cory Booker says the Biden administration is working to prevent escalation in the Middle East following the latest clash between Israel and Hezbollah militants in Lebanon. The New Jersey Democrat told CNN State of the Union U.S. officials are speaking with all parties in the region in the hopes of stopping a wider war. And he said the Joint Chiefs of Staff have have been sent to the region amid the heightened tensions. And I didn't have this story on my rundown, but I definitely wanted to switch up and add this. So a Confederate monument that stood in Atlanta for over 100 years has been replaced by a statue honoring good trouble and necessary trouble civil rights hero John Lewis. Renowned Jamaican sculptor Basil Watson created the John Lewis Memorial, which was installed on August 16th in front of the historic Decatur Courthouse in Atlanta. The statue stands 12 feet tall atop a granite pedestal and depicts Lewis with his hands over his heart, a gesture he frequently used to express his love for others. It replaced a 30-foot Confederate monument that was erected in 1908 by the United Daughters of the Confederacy. And if we had one more, attention Walmart shoppers, Great Value is recalling nearly 10,000 bottles of apple juice sold at Walmarts nationwide. Don't get the apple juice right now. The Food and Drug Administration announced that the juice contains unsafe levels of inorganic arsenic. The recalled juice was sold in 6 packs of 8-ounce plastic bottles with a best by date of December 2024. So yeah, go with the Mott's or something else, not the generic brand if you're going to get some apple juice from Great Value.
I can't afford the Mott's. You see how the price is already through the roof, Morgan. The grocery prices are already astronomical. The Great Value is what I can afford, and that's not even safe. What is the world coming to, man?
Maybe just go to the self-checkout line. Wink, wink.
Now just get arrested for
I can't afford bail. If I can't afford Mott's, Morgan, I can't afford bail.
You got Morgan number. Morgan got it.
Gonna bail us out. Jesus, Morgan. Wink, wink.
Yeah, so that's your front page news. Follow me on social at Morgan Media, MorgynMedia. And for more news coverage, make sure you're following at Black Information Network. We're rolling out all of our DNC coverage. We had a bunch of exclusive interviews, and those will roll out in the next few weeks as we prepare for Congressional Black Caucus. Make sure you download the free iHeartRadio app and visit BINnews.com. Talk to y'all tomorrow.
Thank you, Morgan. That DMV came out of Morgan. All right. Now, when we come back, 800-585-1051. Now, over the weekend, Plies addressed some people talking about Kamala. This is what he said.
But to everybody who, especially the ones who look like me, and the men who look like me, who quick to, if Kamala want my vote, she need to explain herself to me what she gonna do for the black people. Listen, stop asking the motherfucking black woman to explain herself to y'all. If y'all ain't willing to ask the motherfucking white man, then motherfucker explain himself. Y'all cool with the white man not explaining himself. She want my vote, she need to explain herself. You ain't motherfucking asking the white man to explain his motherfucking self. Well, she been in the office already 3.5 years. Why she ain't do all the things she said she was gonna do? Cause she ain't the motherfucking president, that's why. When you go to the motherfucking McDonald's, that lady that's the manager, she don't get to do what she wanna do. She might can give you some fries, but she can't change the price of that motherfucking quarter pound up there. That ain't that motherfucking lady White House. She just like the manager. You fall in line. But y'all motherfucking know this. Most of y'all. But y'all just want something to motherfucking say.
So let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts on what Plies just said?
I have thoughts. We'll discuss when we come back.
All right. Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's topic time.
Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with The Breakfast Club.
Talk about it.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is filling in for Jess. And if you're just joining us, we're talking about some comments that Plies made over the weekend. Let's listen.
But to everybody who, especially the ones who look like me, and the men who look like me, who quick to, if Kamala want my vote, she need to explain herself to me what she gonna do for the black people. Listen, stop asking the motherfucking black woman to explain herself to y'all. If y'all ain't willing to ask the motherfucking white man, then motherfucking explain himself. Y'all cool with the white man not explaining himself. She want my vote, she need to explain herself. You ain't motherfucking asking the white man to explain his motherfucking self. Well, she been in the office already 3.5 years. Why she ain't do all the things she said she was gonna do? Cause she ain't the motherfucking president, that's why. When you go to the motherfucking McDonald's, that lady that's the manager, she don't get to do what she wanna do. She might can give you some fries, but she can't change the price of that motherfucking quarter pound up there. That ain't that motherfucking lady White House. She just like the manager. You fall in line. But y'all motherfucking know this. Most of y'all. But y'all just want something to motherfucking say.
So we're asking 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts? We'll start with you, Lauren. What do you think?
I feel like on my timeline on Twitter, from what I see, people are asking questions. People are questioning, like, the biggest thing I see is like people asking, where was she? Why didn't she do this? and the stuff about the black man. But a lot of those questions and those things have been like debunked, or like people put more information out there now.
But shouldn't people ask? She's a politician, right?
100%.
And she represents us and wants to represent us. So
Yeah.
no matter if she's white, black, green, yellow, man, woman, if somebody's representing us, wouldn't you want to ask them as much as possible to feel comfortable with them?
That's the reason for the campaign season. That's exactly what's supposed to be done. I just think because she's the new kid at school, like, it seems like it's a lot more her way, but I think that's just what comes with it. And I just also think too, people are sensitive when it comes to black women. Some people are, and rightfully so.
But she's a politician, right? We did it to Biden, we did it to Barack, we did it to Donald Trump, we do it to any politician. We should be doing it more to politicians,
100%,
right?
but I think no matter what, this whole campaign season, and even when she wins, there's always going to be some sensitivity from certain people because she's a woman and she's a black woman. So I think that's where Plies is leaning in, like he's jumping in on that state, but you're supposed to ask questions of people. It just feels like it's all coming down on her once because she's the new kid at school.
Plies is absolutely positively wrong. If people are asking questions, that's great. I don't even know why Plies is making this a black woman versus black man thing. This isn't about black men and black women. It's about elected officials and potential voters. The whole point of campaign season is for candidates to go out there and explain to the American people why they should be the one in charge of this country. Votes are earned, not given. And they are earned through you going out there and explaining yourself. Vice President Kamala Harris has to go out there and explain her agenda and why she's the person for the job. Former President Donald Trump has to go out there and explain his agenda and why he should be the person to get his job again, or get the job again. I don't understand Plies or any black person for that matter telling black people to just settle. Just accept whatever the candidate is giving you. Don't ask any questions.
Yeah, but
just
they've been
vote.
doing it.
They don't have to explain anything to us.
They've been doing it for a long time. Even with Biden, when we ask questions to Biden, well, it's the best of two evils. You know what I mean? You got to pick one. But no, if you have questions, people should be able to ask. That's the point of a politician, right? They're supposed to represent us, represent our district, represent our country. Shouldn't we ask?
And by the way, they should be explaining without us asking. Mm-hmm. That's the whole point of them doing these press conferences and these meetings.
Yeah.
The same way these politicians have meetings for their donors and they have rallies and press conferences explaining themselves and their agendas to certain groups, they should have to explain themselves to black people the same way. Plies is 1,000,000,000% wrong.
Let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
Jefferson,
good morning. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from 914 Westchester, Yonkers, White Plains, Greenburg, New York. What's that?
Absolutely. Jefferson, so what's your thoughts? What's your opinion?
All right, so I'm a professional New Yorker, right? I don't know what Plies was really saying. I wish he could really communicate. He's a grown man. He's over 40. He should communicate better. But everyone thinking Kamala doesn't have to answer. We're not, even if I'm not voting for her or I'm voting for her, you still got to explain yourself on this type of level of job.
That's right.
I know we want to support off of the complexion, but like we need to know that you're a good representation. Look, we had Obama. He was a good representation for us, a good entryway, a good marker. Kamala do the same. A lot of us, not just melanated people, but a lot of humans are just looking at her for just like a direction. Just show us that you know what you're doing, so we can really pump you how you want us to pump you out here in the public.
She's applying for a job. That what Plies is saying is like going to a room when you get requested for a job interview and don't say nothing. I'm supposed to just sit there and look at you.
Right.
If they took it easy on her, then that would be a whole issue too. Like if people didn't ask this of her because she is a black woman, it would be like y'all giving her a pass because of color. The same way people upset when people saying they voting for her because of her color.
Hello, who's this?
This is Kia.
Kia, good morning. What are your thoughts on what Plies said?
I feel like I agree with him. Like truly, I feel like people really don't want a black woman in the office, and that's the main problem. Like y'all put Trump in there with a person that had no experience on political reasons, but when a black woman want to come in there and have experience did for us, nobody want to give her a chance. Everybody shun her off.
So you think Donald Trump didn't have to explain himself? You think Donald Trump didn't have to go out there to the American people and campaign? You didn't think Donald Trump...
No.
So all of those lies Donald Trump was telling folks and all of these things he was saying he was going to do, you don't think that wasn't explaining himself?
No, Donald Trump, I feel like was an act, and an act that everybody loved at the time. And an act for what? I don't know, but it was an act. And it's like,
it was an act, but he was still explaining himself. That is what campaigning is. When you see these people on TV and they're having these rallies and these press conferences and these interviews. Huh?
If you're acting, I'm being a character. I'm not myself. So how I'm going to give a person a true explanation on what I'm doing if I don't really know what I'm doing. It's an ad. It's not the truth. It's not what I'm truly trying to give.
Once again,
what have Trump did?
Once again, when you see people having these rallies, these elected officials having these rallies, these press conferences, these interviews, they are explaining themselves to the American people. Vice President Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are doing an interview with NBC News this week because they're going to explain themselves to the American people. Just like last week at the DNC when she gave her speech, she was explaining herself to the American people.
And she should. And she should explain herself.
They all should.
Yes.
To say an elected official shouldn't have to explain himself is insane to me.
It sounds crazy. I look at it like is we're hiring them for a job, and you have to make me want to hire you. You have to make me want to vote. You have to tell me your policies. You got to tell me what your plans are. And if I don't like it, I don't have to hire you. I'm not hiring you because of anything but what's my best interest. And you got to explain that.
It'll calm down though now because she's starting to address more things. Like people will just really have questions. I think it will.
No, it won't.
Because it'll be repeated. People will get tired of hearing. It's just. I'm trying to tell you, it's just new. That's why everybody feels like it's hitting her so hard.
You know why it won't calm down? Because every time she puts something on the table, it's going to be scrutinized. They're going to break it apart. Just like when every time Donald Trump puts something on the table, it's scrutinized, break it apart. JD Vance been explaining these cat lady comments for 2-3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And he should have to.
But do you not feel like it's so? I agree with that, all of it. But do you not feel like it's heightened a bit or sensationalized a bit because of her being a woman and a black woman?
I think it's heightened and sensationalized for her because she came on to the campaign with 90 days to win.
Right. Well,
people got 90 days to make a decision. So, after the debate ended, and then, a week later, however it was, she became the nominee, or not officially the nominee, but everybody said she was going to be at the top of the ticket. Mm-hmm. She didn't give an interview for 3 weeks. You know why everybody made that such a big deal? Because she only had 90 plus days to win. Now she got 70 plus days to win. Because of the nature of her campaign and how she became the nominee, that's why she's going to get even more scrutiny.
800-585-1051. What are your thoughts on what Plies said? Let's play it right now.
But to everybody especially the ones who look like me, and the men who look like me, who quick to, if Kamala want my vote, she need to explain herself to me what she gonna do for the black people. Listen, stop asking the motherfucking black woman to explain herself to y'all. If y'all ain't willing to ask a motherfucking white man, then motherfucker explain himself. Y'all cool with the white man not explaining himself. She want my vote, she need to explain herself. You ain't motherfucking asking the white man to explain his motherfucking self. Well, she been in the office already 3.5 years. Why she ain't do all the things she said she was gonna do? Cause she ain't the motherfucking president, that's why. When you go to the motherfucking McDonald's, that lady that's the manager, she don't get to do what she want to do. She might can give you some fries, but she can't change the price of that motherfucking quarter pound up there. That ain't that motherfucking lady White House. She just like the manager. You fall in line. But y'all motherfucking know this. Most of y'all. But y'all just want something to motherfucking say.
We'll take your calls on what he had to say. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, of course, Lauren LaRosa is filling in for Jess. We're asking your questions about what Plies said. Let's listen to what Plies had to say over the weekend about Kamala Harris.
But to everybody especially the ones who look like me, and the men who look like me, who quick to, if Kamala want my vote, she need to explain herself to me what she gonna do for the black people. Listen, stop asking the motherfucking black woman to explain herself to y'all. If y'all ain't willing to ask a motherfucking white man, then motherfucker explain himself. Y'all cool with the white man not explaining himself. She want my vote, she need to explain herself. You ain't motherfucking asking the white man to explain his motherfucking self. Well, she been in the office already 3.5 years. Why she ain't do all the things she said she was gonna do? Cause she ain't the motherfucking president, that's why. When you go to the motherfucking McDonald's, that lady that's the manager, she don't get to do what she want to do. She might can give you some fries, but she can't change the price of that motherfucking quarter pound up there. That ain't that motherfucking lady White House. She just like the manager. You fall in line. But y'all motherfucking know this. Most of y'all. But y'all just want something to motherfucking say.
All right, well, let's take some phone calls. 800-585-1051. Hello, who's this?
Yeah, this is Chris.
Chris, good morning. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Florida.
Florida. All right, what did you think about what Plies said?
Yeah, so I listen to you guys every morning, and I gotta say, you guys say you're not very biased, but everything you guys say is all about one side. It's never bipartisan, man. I gotta be honest. That's why I'm calling.
Explain yourself. Why do you say that?
Because Plies literally just said, don't ask questions. She's a black woman. We don't need to ask questions. Just vote for it. And then Charlamagne was at the DNC. He said, I like the message. You didn't tell us about a message.
I did.
I
did tell you about the message, but I also disagree with Plies. I feel like every politician should have to explain himself, including Vice President Kamala Harris. Like, I think it's ridiculous to tell an elected official not to explain themselves to the people that they want to vote for them.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, the other day, too, you had somebody on that was, like, pretty much saying the same thing. Like, I'm going to vote for her because she's black.
That's Icewear Vesa from Detroit.
He was being sarcastic. He was being sarcastic, though. He was saying that's what people want him to feel and want him to think.
Right. But I feel, you know, you guys have a huge following. A lot of people listen to your message. I think it's awesome that you guys come on and you know, spread the side so that we can get, you know, the right people in. But I just feel I listen every morning. I'm like, man, it's a little too one-sided.
I don't see how. We've had everybody from one side. We have people from the other side. We have independents.
Let me tell you why I love doing what I do. I love doing what we do here on the Breakfast Club. Because earlier this year, y'all said we was MAGA.
Definitely said we were MAGA.
Now we back being liberal shills. Y'all got to pick. Y'all, which one is it? Like, which one is it?
Hello, who's this?
KP.
Hey, KP. Good morning. What's your thoughts?
So I want black people to understand that, yes, transparency is key when you're running a campaign. However, there is a process once you're running into policies. It has to go through Senate, it has to go through Congress. The president does not also have the ultimate power, as we assume. So y'all just keep up, read the book, and y'all learn a little bit more.
What that got to do with what Ply said, though?
Ply said that she the president, she don't have to tell us what's going on, but that's not true.
Oh, I agree. That's right. That's exactly right. That was the question, man. I don't know why you tried to call up here and, you know, shame us for not knowing civics.
Hello, who's this?
Ciofalo.
Hey, good morning. What's your thoughts?
Good morning. I feel like as black men, they need to ask themselves, what have they done for the community as a black man? What have they done for our younger black boys? Instead of, why are they so upset with Kamala and she needs to explain herself? No, explain why you haven't done what you need to do in your community before you sit and ask her what has she done.
I agree with what you're saying as far as, you know, before you point the finger at somebody else, you should ask yourself what you're doing. But these are elected officials that are asking us for our votes to put them in these positions of power. So I don't think there's anything wrong with asking an elected official to explain themselves.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with that, but they need to ask themselves first. My thing is, what have you done? She's the vice president. She's not the president yet.
Right, but she's running off a policy and things that she wants to do. And if you don't necessarily agree with her plans of what she wants to do, you can question that.
And
yeah, you can. But have they questioned the other person? Have they asked what are you going to do?
All Donald Trump does is get questioned.
Yeah,
all Donald Trump does is get critiqued.
People are just so like, it's normal now. You're new to it. It's because she a new kid at school, and it's the thing to talk about.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's going on, man?
What's your name, brother?
It's D.
D from where?
Charleston.
Okay, Charleston.
843, what's happening?
What's your thoughts?
What's happening, Charlamagne? Hey, man, I want to say this. I ain't even all the way mad at Plies, but it's kind of, hey, Cat Williams, stand up. You can't be a smart, dumb brother. You know, like that cat. Like, it's smart to question the white man, but at the same time, you can't be ignorant not to question anybody who's running for anything.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? They got that prophet in to say, show me a rich politician, I'll show you a corrupt one. We can't say here, we grew up with this lady. We don't know her like that, respectfully. like it's not his aunt. He's speaking like his aunt or something.
And listen,
that's because a lot of people feel like that about her, though.
And by the way,
not respectfully, I get it, but she ain't.
Hey, I'm saying this as a supporter of the vice president. Okay, yes, question her. Yes, ask her to explain herself. And I don't know why we do this with every Democratic candidate, black people. Don't question Joe Biden. Don't question Kamala Harris. Cut it out. Black people, don't settle. Ask questions. Make these presidential candidates explain themselves, especially if you are undecided with your vote.
Yeah, Cool_007, I think he put it right. He said, this sounds silly. Y'all are supposed to question the people who are representing you. You just don't want somebody that you don't know what they are focused on or what their policies are. You are supposed to question the people that represent us. It just sounds right.
Stop it. And Plies, you're offending the vice president. She wouldn't want that because she knows what comes with this. She's been in politics for a long time. The VP is tougher than most. Trust me. As soon as she became at the top of the ticket, even before that, she knew what comes with all of this. Don't get me wrong, she's still a human being at the end of the day. But trust me, she's built for the scrutiny. She's built for the criticism. She's built to have to go out there and explain herself to the American people.
And like Charlamagne said, and Lauren said this as well, you should be questioning everybody. Your local Congress people, your mayors, the people that represent your district, the people that you are voting for, right. even the principal at your school. You should be questioning those people that represent you, that's going to be pushing policies that's supposed to be affecting you. You're supposed to be questioning all these people.
I've been supporting Kamala Harris since she was in the Senate in 2018 when we first brought her up here on the Breakfast Club, and I sat here and looked at her and told her I think she's going to be president of the United States of America one day. And guess what? Throughout that whole time, I've supported her, but I've also been critical of her. I've also asked her tough questions. That's just what you're supposed to do. So don't listen to nobody telling you that you shouldn't be asking these elected officials and these people running for office to explain themselves. That's the whole point of campaigning.
I agree.
They go out there and explain yourself to people.
I agree.
Come on, Plies.
Well, we got Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa coming up. What are we talking about?
Yes, we are going to get back into Beyonce at the DNC and kind of what went down there. At this point now, it's turned into like a conspiracy theory almost. Like people are trying to figure out if that was all just staged to push some views and ratings behind Kamala's speech. So we're going to get into that conversation.
I need to know from Lauren LaRosa, who used to work at TMZ, how did that happen at TMZ? How did TMZ get it so wrong?
We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. I have some thoughts.
All right. We'll get into that next, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. Back to the work week. Now let's get to Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies,
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shoot
with Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
Okay, so USA Today did a story a few hours ago, and in that story, they talked about how the fact that Beyonce did not show up to the Democratic, to the DNC is uniting people on both sides. And here's why they're saying that. They're saying that because basically people on both sides feel like this was a rumored ploy that was done just to get people to pay attention to Kamala's speech, because what we had thought, there were rumors online circulating that either Beyonce or Taylor Swift would be doing something for Kamala's campaign. So people just assumed it was DNC related. And then the day of the DNC, TMZ broke the story that Beyonce was supposed to be there, that Chicago PD was on high alert because they were part of her security plan. And in that same story, they also told us that Steph Curry was going to be endorsing Kamala at the DNC.
That happened.
Exactly. So one of two things happened. Steph Curry happened and Beyonce did not. Right before, or it might have even been at the same time that story went out, the Emmy Ruiz, who is the White House political director for Biden, she tweeted out a beehive. I saw that on my timeline myself, so I was like, "Oh, this is real."
Yeah, the beehive emoji.
Yeah, the bee.
Oh, the bee. Okay.
Yeah, the bee.
Beehive emoji.
He's like, "Wait, I didn't get invited today." And then after that, she had to come back out. After the story got debunked, she had to come back out and be like, "Sorry, y'all, my 6-year-old took my phone." I don't know. So you asked me earlier.
I want to know, Lauren, because you were the senior news producer at TMZ.
Yeah, one of few.
What does that entail, mean that you were behind every salacious headline?
Salacious headline is crazy. We are journalists.
Okay.
I was behind every factual story that led pop culture for the last 8 years.
Talk, Lauren.
So with that said, how does TMZ get this so wrong?
So when I first read the story, I thought, maybe they had talked to some law enforcement sources because they had the line in there about Chicago PD being heavily involved in her security. And maybe security or Chicago PD was just put on alert because of the rumor of it potentially happening. They have to prepare because that's a big thing, right? But then when I remembered the Steph Curry part, I'm like, how did they know one thing and not the other? I think, in my opinion, after reading this, after seeing Beyonce's publicist's response where she posted the photo from home and said, stop believing rumors or reporting rumors or whatever, but then you have this Biden White House political director tweeting out a B, knowing what that will imply, I think that the story was actually correct. And I'm going with the theory that a lot of people are throwing out there now, that because this was broken, the story was broken, leaked before Beyonce actually showed up, now she's not going to do it because her security is compromised potentially. There's a lot that goes into play when you bring a Beyonce into a situation like the DNC, especially after Trump was recently shot, and just you don't know where people's minds are.
Well, Oprah's story got leaked. Oprah wasn't on the bill, and that was a surprise. But then that got leaked a few hours earlier that she was going to be there. She still showed up.
I think it's a little different with Beyonce. No shade to Oprah, but I just think it's a little bit different with Beyonce.
I agree.
I just do. And the only reason
Not to say Beyonce's bigger than Oprah, but in that...
it's other people there that they were protecting way heavier than they would of Beyonce, right? I mean, elected officials, people that actually run the country.
That's true.
Yeah, but Beyonce brings a certain heightened situation into the conversation.
More than a president? More than former presidents?
I mean...
More than somebody running for president?
This is how much the world doesn't care about Beyonce. She didn't answer the phone in the middle of the report. No, I'm just saying. So I thought that they just got it wrong. And sometimes that happens, right? Because you do have trusted sources that you do trust who are valid. And they can be led to believe one thing because people are over preparing for situations like this because there's so many public people.
But if she was performing, it would be more than just security concerns. It would have to be music. It would have to be a whole lot into Beyonce.
Well, the rumor
performing.
was that she was performing at Soldier Field earlier, but somebody would have saw a sound check. Here's the thing. I think that somebody just lied. And I think that there was a bunch of rumors coming from probably a bunch of credible people. And they were all just wrong.
And that's the thing, right? It's a lot of times in this, even if you are vetting stories as a journalist, and and I know for a fact that in that newsroom they work through sources because they don't ever want something like this to happen because it does go to question your credibility, even though I think they'll be fine.
So who getting fired? Anybody getting fired because of this?
I don't think nobody's going to get fired because of this. Because I'm trying to tell y'all, they had two major things in one story and only one was wrong.
Yeah.
That means wherever that first thing came from, that Steph Curry situation, whatever that source was.
So you think it was supposed to happen? But
I think it was
leak,
supposed to happen.
They squashed it.
And also too, you got to think about it. A TMZ knows how big that story is coming from a TMZ.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna play around with that. They gonna triple check, confirm. I don't know, but it does happen. We've had other mix up from TMZ. Remember they had killed Lil Wayne for a little bit.
I don't remember that. Though.
I remember they killing Lil Wayne.
I remember them saying that Lil Wayne was in the hospital and there was a priest there. I guess praying. I don't remember them saying he died. Though.
No, he was dead for a little bit, but then they had brought him back.
Oh, they did kill him.
He was gone for a little bit, but again,
how does that happen?
Good sources who had in the midst of a chaotic situation like that, people just throwing things as it's happening. It's just
sometimes it's not
fast.
Great being first. You just want to be right. Especially in that story, because I always go.
When you're first,
wait, what?
When you're first, you become TMZ.
Hello,
that's the truth of the matter.
But I go to TMZ because usually I know TMZ is 99% right.
This didn't change how you feel about TMZ, though, did it?
No,
it didn't mean either.
If you ask me, TMZ got popping when they
Michael Jackson.
When they called Michael Jackson, I'll never forget that day.
They did Michael Jackson, and then it was the DUI with what's his name, white actor. I'll look it up, but his DUI was big too.
All right. You got another story. You got time.
Oh, yeah. I do have another story. See, Beyonce didn't threw me all the way off. Now I'm over here trying to figure it out. So in other news, demure. Have you guys been seeing people post very demure, very mindful?
Yes.
Yes. So that saying, which comes from a small clip from The Nanny Named Fran, the TV show. There is a popular TikToker named Jules LeBron. And Jules LeBron put out this video talking about how they prepare for job interviews after, or how they prepare to go to work after getting the job from an interview. Let's take a listen.
See how I do my makeup for work? Very demure, very mindful. I don't look like a clown when I go to work. I don't do too much. I'm very mindful while I'm at work. A lot of you girls go to the interview looking like Marge Simpson and go to the job looking like Patty and Selma. Not demure.
So that went crazy. You had J-Lo recreating it, Serena, Glorilla, Kim K put it as a caption, Lindsay Lohan, it was everywhere. So of course something is big, the first thing people think is trademark it because now you want to do merch, all that good stuff. Well, Jules did not submit the trademark filing first. So TMZ again broke a story that there was a guy in Washington State named Jason Bates who had actually filed for a trademark for very demure, very mindful. And at the time, they weren't sure if this was related to Jules LeBron. Come to find out it wasn't, because Jules LeBron came back online and they were crying because they felt like they missed the mark to file a trademark. And now this person about to make all this money off of a video they made or a line that they made go back popular. So, but hopefully they can file something to try and get it not to happen.
For what?
No, he got it first.
Not if somebody had it first.
Yeah, he got it first. And it had nothing to do with that.
Trademarking is not first come, first served, though.
But if it had nothing to do with their saying, and you said it didn't, he could trademark his own thing.
No, it does. It's the same. They trying to trademark very demure, very mindful. It's the same exact saying.
Did somebody have it first?
So he submitted his claim to trademark it, but trademarking is not first come, first serve. Envy, you know that.
So buy it from him. Buy it from them. That's the way business is.
What they are saying is that they don't have the money to do it. So we got to wrap this up.
They ain't got the money to fight
Not
that.
my problem.
All right. Well, that is
y'all real mean to disenfranchise this morning.
Very slow, very welfare. That's what I'm getting from all of that. That's the theme of this morning. Very slow, very welfare.
That's Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa. Now, donkey today. Who you giving that donkey to?
Man, 4 after the hour, we need JD Vance to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with him, please.
All right. We'll get to that next, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
America has a problem.
The Roe versus Wade's been overturned.
They're taking black jobs.
The Supreme Court has issued a ruling on the extent of presidential immunity from criminal prosecution.
Shocking body camera video released today shows the deadly police shooting.
It feels like my country doesn't love me.
Charlamagne, now is not the time to sit this one out.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
America is a big reality TV show.
On The Breakfast Club.
Would you rather have the black president or the white president?
I have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
It's enough.
America has a problem.
Yes, turn the mics on after the intro. All right. Donkey of the Day for Monday, August 26th goes to Donald Trump's running mate, J.D. Vance. Now, I'm about to say something that is so obvious and so basic, and what I'm about to tell you is that women make up a significant portion of the American electorate. Did y'all know that? Oh, my God. 53 to 55% of the voting population in America, the voters are women. Okay, 53 to 55% of the voting population in American elections are women. So you have to be a pretty terrible politician to do things to upset that base. All of you folks who championed abolishing Roe v. Wade, I am talking to you. And that's why J.D. Vance is probably the worst VP pick of all time. If I was Donald Trump, I would have chosen a woman, maybe Nikki Haley. I just feel with the attack that the GOP has waged on women's reproductive rights, you need a woman on your ticket out there explaining that issue, because Trump and everybody around him with a penis are horrible at it. Okay, especially J.D. Vance. Now, back in 2021, J.D. Vance referred to Vice President Kamala Harris as a childless cat lady who doesn't have a direct stake in the future of this country. Let's listen.
We're effectively run in this country via the Democrats, via our corporate oligarchs, by a bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives and the choices that they've made, and so they want to make the rest of the country miserable too. If you look at Kamala Harris, Pete Buttigieg, AOC, the entire future of the Democrats is controlled by people without children.
Pete has 2 kids, though. I don't know. It's weird. JD, and the JD stands for just dumb, or maybe it stands for jackass donkey. Now, if you had a running mate for someone running, running with a person who takes credit for getting rid of Roe v. Wade, if you are that human, I would think you would want to clear that up, because you don't want to have a ticket of men who just seem like they hate women. But nope, that's not who jackass donkey Vance is. Okay, he was on Meet the Press yesterday and told Kristen Walker that he doesn't have any regrets. Let's listen.
Yes, I made a sarcastic comment years ago that I think that a lot of Democrats have willfully misinterpreted. But what I've simply said is that I think that it's really a profound change that's happened in our country where we become anti-family, and I would like to change that.
Do you regret making that comment, Senator?
Look, Kristen, I'm going to say things from time to time that people disagree with. I'm a real person. I'm going to make jokes. I'm going to say things sarcastically. There are certainly going to be things that I say. If I'm elected vice president, people are going to say, well, I wish he had said that differently. I think it's most important to actually be the person I actually am, and to say those sarcastic comments were made in the service of a real substantive point.
Given that people have told you directly, have spoken out, have said that they were offended, they were hurt by those comments, do you wish you never made those childless cat lady comments?
I think that it's much more important for me to just be a normal human being who sometimes says things that people disagree with. I have a lot of regrets, Kristen, but making a joke 3 years ago is not at the top 10 of the list.
That explanation would work if it was me. Okay, but not if you are running with someone who's running for president of the United States of America. I just don't understand why you would choose to purposely insult 22 million people. Yes, according to census data, nearly 22 million U.S. women between the ages of 20 and 39 don't have children. That's a lot of people to potentially piss off when you're running for president of the United States of America. Now, it's not a given, those women will vote for Madam Vice President. We saw that with Hillary in 2016. But if you're out here campaigning, explaining yourself to people, Plies, as to why you should be president of the United States of America, the one thing you should be attempting to do is avoid purposely offending people, purposely pissing people off. Just dumb Vance. You said that women with no children should have less political influence because they aren't invested in the future in the same way as parents. Jackass Donkey Vance feels like if you don't have kids, you're somehow less capable of understanding or caring about the direction of this country. I feel like you challenged 22 million women to a duel with those comments. Okay, I believe those women are going to go out in November and show you how much political influence they actually have. Not to mention, JD, your opponent is a woman. Being that she's a woman, there's not an interview you're going to be in that you will not be asked about this. Eventually, you're going to have to walk it back just for political purposes, okay? I saw Trump tweet out that his administration will be great for women and their reproductive rights. This is when you don't listen to what a person says they're going to do. You look and see what they have done. Okay, he put 3 judges on the Supreme Court that voted to abolish Roe v. Wade, and Trump takes the credit for abolishing Roe v. Wade. And then he adds a running mate to his ticket like J.D. Vance, who thinks women with no kids have less value than women with kids. And J.D. refuses to walk that point back? Not even for political purposes will he walk it back? Let me explain to you why you should. And it's really simple. The idea that someone's worth or investment in society is tied to whether they have children is as ridiculous as you being chosen to be someone's running mate. Okay, people contribute to society in countless ways, regardless of whether they're parents. And this notion that only women with kids should have a significant say in our nation's future, it's insulting and dangerous. What about the millions of childless adults who work in education, healthcare, and all these other fields that shape our communities? What about the women who physically can't have children or the women who choose not to have kids for whatever reason? You know they do have that choice, right? I know y'all want to take away a woman's right to choose, but they still have a choice. I know you trying to score points with the MAGA base, but doing it while alienating a massive portion of the electorate. Women, that's just not good politics. See, Jackass Donkey Vance, being a parent doesn't make you a better person or a more valuable citizen. It just makes you a parent, okay? Respect for others and their choices, however, is what truly makes someone worthy of leadership. You don't have those values. Please give J.D. Vance the sweet sounds. As a matter of fact, let Remy Ma give J.D. Vance the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today. Mm-hmm. Now, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. My producer sent me something that I guess he was looking at on Spiritual Word.
Which producer?
Speaking of.
Big Mac?
Big Mac.
So it got something to do with food?
No, it doesn't. I guess somebody posted this and they reposted it. A lady named Nandy said, "There's no single woman above 30 who is happy being single. No matter how you pretend to be, deep down, you want a man."
Wow.
Is that facts or cap? 800-585-1051. Again, there is no single woman above 30 who is happy being single.
Hey, let me read it.
You want
Can I read it?
Yeah, you want me? I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
He don't know how to work his phone. He like 80.
No, I'm gonna send it to you.
I know. I just want to read it. I can't believe somebody would say something like that.
I just sent it to you. You should have it. Tell me when you got it.
He just feel like he about to stir a pot.
There's no single woman above 30 who is happy being single. No matter how you pretend to be, deep down you want a man. Damn.
Why you look at me?
Why he said it like that?
Why you look at me?
I don't know. Are you happy?
I'm happy, but like,
you know what? Let's talk about it.
There was a pause. We've talked about this, Lauren. Lauren, the universe is listening.
Wait.
I'm
Let's
happy,
do this
but
when we
I'm
come
gonna
back.
find a man too.
Let's do this when we come back. 800-585-1051. If you're just joining us, Lauren LaRose is here. She's filling in for Jess. Lauren LaRose's mom is here.
You want to join us on this conversation?
We're going to do it when we come back.
I want you to join us on this
conversation. Because Lauren LaRose's mom behind the scenes was like, I just want another grandchild.
Oh, God, it's so good to be
the
on
Breakfast
this.
Club.
Oh, my God.
The Breakfast Club. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
talk about it.
Everybody, it's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Lauren LaRosa is filling in for Jess. And if you're just joining us, 800-585-1051. This is something we seen on Spiritual Word. Now, Charlamagne, I'm going to let you read it. Because he reads it with so much like...
Yeah,
like,
it's so full of joy this morning.
venom.
It's like the pastor taking the altar. I mean,
Salute to Spiritual World. This young lady's name is Paul Nandy.
Spiritual Word, not world. Word.
I said word.
No, you said world.
And Paul Nandy said, there is no single woman above 30 who is happy being single. Period. No matter how you pretend to be, comma, deep down you want a man. Period. Ain't no semicolons, ain't no dots. She is matter of fact with this statement. Now, I want all women listening to this convo before we have it to understand that the universe is listening to you and your tongue is powerful. You're going to get what you asked for and get it because you asked for it. So before you say, I don't need no man, think about the things you are saying. Lauren, go.
I am happy, but I am going to find my husband.
Okay.
I think that in order for me to find he's going to find me. He's on his way. But I got to be ready to greet him when he get here. So I think that I had to kind of do what I'm doing right now. I'm getting myself together, but I am in a good space, and I want to be because I want to attract somebody who's also in a good space.
Now, Lauren LaRosa's mom is here.
Yes, Lauren LaRosa's mother is here. And I'm going to tell you, Mom, she talks about you a lot. She says you put a lot of pressure on her to find a man and have kids. Is that true, man?
Well, Lauren LaRosa's mom behind the scenes says she has one grandchild and she wants more.
Shout out to my brother. It's his birthday today, too.
Yes, shout out to Don Kirk Boyd. That's my son. I had him on my birthday.
Hey.
So birthing is a big deal to me.
That's right.
And I do not believe that a person should do it before they're ready. You know, and I do feel like God is so good that He gives it to you right on time. Like I say, my son was born on my birthday, right on time.
And Lauren, you had Lauren when you was like, did you say 38?
38, yes, indeed.
Wow. Were you ready then, or you just was having a fun night in Delaware?
I was good and
she
ready.
was up here.
I had my house built.
Okay.
And on that year, after I had my inspections, the next month I took that fertility pill and had my baby.
Wow. So you know you wanted to have another child?
I was the first.
She's my first.
My brother is younger.
Oh, gotcha.
Happy birthday to Calvin.
So you had Lauren at 38 and you had Calvin at what age?
No, Calvin is my uncle. Don is my brother. It's a lot of birthdays in my family this weekend.
Hold on, now who's the brother now?
My brother is Don.
He's younger than you.
Yes.
Okay, so you had Lauren at 38 and your son at what age?
I must have had you at 36.
Yeah, my brother at 38.
And your brother at 38. Because that's when I was finished at 38.
So let me ask you a question
Lauren
now.
Got time?
Now, Lauren,
I'm not trying to do 36. I'm be honest with y'all.
Now, you were talking and your phone was ringing. Your phone has been ringing all morning long. And Lauren was a little jealous because she was like, damn.
It's that man.
You got a man and you over 30. You got a man calling you. You blushing. You all smiling.
It's her birthday.
You said the conversation's happy?
He was a good communicator.
He's a good communicator.
I like that.
Mama said he's a good communicator. Can you find a good communicator? Why don't you think your daughter could find a good communicator?
Not yet. I will, but not yet.
I
Hasn't
think
happened
she
yet.
can. I think all women can. It's just that you have to remember that's what you want. Like you say, put it in the air.
Put it in the atmosphere.
Yeah, put it in the atmosphere. My son says the same thing too.
I also
Some of these women put fornication before communication, and that's the problem.
Wait, break that down.
You care about sex before anything else.
No, I think that's a guy's belief. I don't think
not this new era of city girls, Mom.
I think there are women. No, I think that there are women that do that, and I think that there are women who, even if they don't want that to happen, they feel like they gotta do that in order to get the man where they think they need to get him at.
Exactly.
But eventually, what you realize, and that's what I'm saying, you need to take the time. For me, I had to be single a little bit because I had to realize like what was important. Like I don't even what.
You said a lot of it. You said a little bit.
It's been a little bit. Okay, majority of my life I've been in relationships. And when I sat and thought about that, I'm like, you gotta like take some time to yourself. Is this true, Mom?
Did you like any of these guys that Lauren was bringing home?
I love what Lauren loves. I love what Don loves. That's theirs.
That means no.
Really?
That means no.
No, that means yes.
You know Lauren liked the sizzle a little bit too. You knew about that?
You
know what?
Don, because I believe she really loved the guy that she was with. Oh man, well, how many years? 7 years? 10 years?
Broke her heart?
No, if anything, it broke both of their hearts.
Aw.
What about these girls she be dabbling with?
What girls? What you talking about?
You ain't know about that?
Mom, he's joking. He is joking.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you already had that combo.
Can you tell how you joking?
Lauren, I thought you already had that combo.
Hey, Charlamagne, I get on her for joking about you because
She
I
don't
love
like it when I say
how
that you
you
gay.
respect your wife.
Yes, ma'am.
I love. I just love.
Lauren do too.
But she comes at you.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'll be like, Lauren, that's your boss. Don't do that.
I'm not her boss.
I told her
You
50
ain't gonna have
times.
no job.
No, that's not true.
But let's go to the
And
phone
also,
line.
too,
You gonna
you
be
love
able
who
to
you
feed my
love.
baby?
I really like the fact that you indulge in all types of people.
Lauren,
you don't block it off.
So you ain't know Lauren like girls too?
I know what she likes best.
Oh,
She
okay.
did.
This is getting crazy.
Okay?
Okay.
Yo, Mom, he's lying.
I know, baby. I know, baby.
She's all right. Whatever she loves, we love. When she like it, we love it.
If she lick it, we love
Can
it.
we open the time?
Yo, Kendra, we got Kendra.
Can we please open the phone line? I never wanted the phone to ring so bad. What is happening?
Kendra, you there, Kendra?
Oh my God.
Yes, I'm here.
Now, Kendra, it says, if I'm reading this right, it says you're 40 and you're single and very happy by choice.
Yes. Yes. So, oh my God, first of all, I cannot believe I am on the radio. Good morning, you all. So good morning. I'm a single mother by choice. So I had my daughter via sperm donation. And so we're a mom and baby family. I am 40. I am single. And I'm very happy. I love the life that I have created for me and my child.
Yeah.
So,
But if a good man came along, you open to it, right?
I am. I think everybody wants human connection and
Charlamagne.
Sure.
So
I would be open. Absolutely.
I think that people get it wrong with single women. It's like you're not single because you walking around with a I hate men sticker on your head. It's just you don't got time for a lot of the stuff that come with certain types of men. So yes, a good man comes along.
Yeah, but
thank you, Kendra.
All the woman Paul Nandy said in the post is that deep down, every woman really does want a man.
But I think too, it's a thing with women when you like if women just called up here and said, "You right, I really do want a man. I can't live without a man." It's like as a woman, you kind of feel like it puts yourself in a position to be vulnerable, and we can't. It's really tough to be vulnerable with these men out here right now. You gotta tell the universe
what you want. If you want a man, tell the universe I want a man.
But we'll take some more calls when we come back. 800-585-1051. Spiritual Word yesterday posted, there's no single woman above 30 who is being happy single. No matter how you pretend to be, deep down, you want a man.
I just want to say why she tagged Lauren.
Facts or cap? 800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club.
Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion.
And we were talking about, I guess, something that Spiritual Word posted yesterday. There's no single woman above 30 who is being happy single. No matter how you pretend to be, deep down, you really want a man. Actually, tag Lauren. So we're asking, is that facts or cap?
They didn't really tag me, did they?
They did. Hello, who's this?
Good morning, DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God, and Roques. This is Monique. How are you guys
Peace,
doing?
Monique. Good morning.
Now,
Okay,
what do you think?
I'm 53 years old and happily single. I love men, and I have plenty of men in my life, but I don't have to have a singular one. Been there, done that. The pool has been pissed in, and I'm good with what I'm doing.
But you got a roster, it sounds like to me. It sounds like you got a few men.
Exactly.
So that's the point. You're still making her point. Deep down, people love companionship.
Everybody wants... No. She said you want a man. That means that he is totally yours. You are totally his.
But you got men's.
But I'm totally mine. I go where I want to, with whom I want to. They can do the same. They're not mine. You can't say, oh, that's my man. My man. That's not my man.
Okay, so...
When I call him and say, hey, we going on a trip... Yes, boo, I got you. Let's go.
That's her man for that weekend. She a player from the Himalaya.
She said she was 50?
53.
53, yeah. You get to a certain point where it's just you exhausted.
Hello, Ari.
Yes.
What's your thoughts, Ari?
Okay, so if we're being adult about it, and if I'm being honest, the answer is it's true.
Yes, ma'am.
I initially said I'm fighting that. That is not a true fact. Everybody has different phases in their life, but essentially, I don't care what you're going through. If you're working on self-development, maybe it is okay in this moment over 30 to be alone, to kind of focus. We're still looking for a partnership and companionship at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, thank you,
Thank
Ari.
you for being real.
So the key takeaway is happy. Yes, you got to. If we're being honest, the key takeaway is happy. If we focus on that, that's true.
Okay.
Thank you for being real, Ari.
Hello, who's this?
Why do you think we hate men so
Angelina.
Hey, Angelina. Good morning. What's your thought?
DJ Envy, I am 49 years old. I am retired military, and I am very single and very happy.
If the right man came along, would you want to be with him?
Of course.
That is the whole point of the tweet. All she's saying is that deep down, everybody really wants a man.
No, not really want a man, but
I told you, really. See, I told you, it's that having to be vulnerable enough to say my life isn't completed without a man. Women don't be wanting to do that no more. These men don't even be. These is not the type that Beyonce said cater to. I promise you.
I'm gonna tell you something too, man. This is the big demo calling up here. This is the big age demo. This our age and better calling up here this morning.
So imagine how we feel. That the woman before her was 50. The lady that just hung up was 39, so she about to be 40. Imagine 32, 33, and you dealing with men at your age.
And just because you've learned to live with something, like you've learned to live a certain way, doesn't mean that you're comfortable with it.
No, and you should never be comfortable with anything that you can just sit in and be comfortable with. Honestly, you should always be growing and wanting more and to do more.
Getting better.
But sometimes it just be like
better.
It got to be worth breaking my peace.
That's Lauren LaRosa's mom that said.
Make you better.
Mm-hmm. Now, when your mom said during the break that she wants more grandkids, I seen that it kind of hurt you.
It didn't hurt me. I hear it all the time. She's going to get more grandkids, but it has to make sense for me.
Tell her, I tell my son too.
No, you don't.
I do tell Don.
Dude ain't told him that because he would have had one like yesterday.
I always tell Don.
I ain't never heard you tell him that.
No, but he's so smart. He's smart. My kids are smart. And I remind...
I like how you may clean that up. You said Don was smart.
Yeah,
you know who the dumb one?
No, I remind Lauren that we make smart babies because so she ought to get her one.
But you got to pick the right partner to make them smart babies.
This is what well, she's smart,
but that's my thing
she's
too.
I
think
she's running into that. She wants the communication.
Yes, ma'am.
She wants the communication. She wants somebody to want to, to have a happy life. Because, there's some people, trust me, men that just want to be miserable or just want to make their partner miserable.
That's right.
So they'll feel good about themselves.
That's right.
So she has to find somebody that's in tune, that wants to be happy, and then can take her happiness and enjoy it, and then make it priceless.
That's true, because no man or woman can make you happy. Happiness is something that you already got to have.
So when we say we happy, then why is that a problem?
Are you happy?
I'm in a really happy place. I'm in such a great space. But yes, my husband will find me and make it even better. Yeah, but you got to make it better. You can't take away.
Don't take away the happiness.
What's the moral?
The moral of the story is, I think what Lauren's mom said is very true. Communication. I think communication before fornication. And nobody's saying women aren't happy. We're just saying that.
Go ahead, boy.
we're just saying that deep down, everybody wants companionship. Men and women.
All right.
Nobody wants to be alone.
Well, we got Jess With The Mess coming up.
We do. We're going to get into, speaking of kids and families, Eminem, he dropped some music videos and some songs that are dedicated to his kids, and his daughter Haley is reacting to them.
Oh, y'all ain't going to play Drake, huh? Drake dropped 3 records. Y'all ain't going to play not one record not talk about. That's all right. I'm going to start the mix with a Drake record. That's okay.
We only can do one white boy per rumor report.
Please.
Only one white boy per rumor report.
Yeah, relax. We need a little mocha.
Only one white man per Jess With The Mess.
I'm going to start the mix with some Drake.
If we do 100% white man, we can't do a 50% white man, too. That's too much white in the Jess With The Mess.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ.
I love that line. Crop top with some biker shorts. I'm showing off my moose knuckles. Damn,
y'all
big glow.
Guys would like that line too.
I love that line. First time I heard it, I was like, see, that's just realism that I like.
Jesus. All right. Well, let's get to Jess With The Mess with Lauren LaRosa.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies,
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide mess.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shoot
with Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
So Eminem has been dropping new music, as we know, and he recently dropped visuals for his song Temporary and his song Save Me featuring Jelly Roll. Now, these two songs in particular are geared toward his children. And we know, famously, his daughter Haley, who he talks about a lot in his songs, he's basically apologizing for choosing drugs over them for some time. And Haley has a podcast, so she responded to what it was like watching these videos in real time. Let's take a listen.
The Somebody Save Me music video is out. I watched it in entirety, and I don't think I can do it again. I definitely cry every time I hear it at all. That between that and Temporary, I audibly sobbed. I think for both songs, but especially Temporary. But I will say, I feel like my parents did such a good job growing up where I didn't realize how bad things were. But now, like as an adult in hindsight, it's so scary to think about. And I think that's why I get emotional so much. Like just thinking that could have happened. I will say, like, if you've ever lost an addict or loved one, I feel for you.
Yeah, she could barely hold back the tears in the podcast. I want to take a listen to the song Temporary. I'm sorry. I want to take a listen to the song Save Me featuring Jelly Roll so we can kind of get a gist of like what she's referring to.
Now, have you ever heard Jelly Roll's original Save Me song with Lainey Wilson? Oh my God. Phenomenal. Phenomenal record.
Well, listening to this one and watching the videos for this and for Temporary, I kind of got a little emotional for her because I can't imagine like just being a kid in that. And they actually have some of the video, like the home video footage from like when she was actually a kid. And then there's like reenactments as well too. But you know, Eminem had like a really bad battle with drugs, and he like had like that almost fatal OD in 2007. He like admits to like taking up to 20 sleeping pills a day sometimes. So I can only imagine kind of what that was like as a parent trying to be, you know, that you're famous, you got your kids. And in Temporary, he actually, that song is about him. It's like he wrote it as if he didn't survive his addiction. Right. And he's giving like some encouragement to his children, basically saying like, don't worry about me and the decisions I made. Y'all still have to live. I would never be able to listen back to something like that. I would break down. Gotta be difficult. But you know, it's as parents, sometimes I guess you don't think about the effects at times when you miss your child's guitar, you know, class or your you know, the graduation or this, because you always think, well, I'll make the next one. Well, I was busy, I was working, I'll make the next one. But you don't understand the effects that it has on your kids, which is more important. Your kids don't care about the money. Right. They care about having their parents actually there. So he also was battling addiction. Yeah, and I think that's part of it.
So that's the reason he was missing all of that stuff. You know, he was battling addiction. To me, that's the moral of the story more than anything. Like he got over his drug addiction and became a better man.
Yeah. Well, moving on, Cam Newton, he had a pretty interesting conversation. He sat down with a therapist named Dr. Bryant. Yep. And they talked about a lot of different stuff when it comes to dating and marriage and just like the family structure, men versus women. But there was a clip from the conversation that is going insanely viral, and we're going to get into it. Let's take a listen.
I'm not married. I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
By how many women?
3. I want more. I just want God to bring them.
Oh, okay.
My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you would say it, Dr. Bryant, I'm just taking my time.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. Okay? You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life. But these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all, will end up with some kind of deficit without daddy being there.
Well, don't sit with the lady if you don't want to hear the truth that the lady's going to tell you.
Let me tell y'all, the way she was, that interview was 2 hours long. I watched it twice. The way she was spitting in that interview, and honestly, I thought it was a good. At first, I thought it was a good dynamic because, you know, Cam Newton, he's going to push back. He's going to say how he feels. But then the second time I watched it, I was a little disappointed by him.
Wow.
Because I felt like even though he was speaking what he felt and it was his truth, I think he wasn't as open and receptive to a lot of the things that she was saying. And it was almost like he was like trying to get like the gotcha, I'm smarter than you moment rather than really listening to what she was saying from her point of view, which is why you brought her on the show.
Well, that don't mean it won't hit him later.
I hope it does, you know what I mean, hit him later. I don't know about a lot of his personal business, but I just always respected his conversations because he is really good at what he does. And I don't know why he felt a little closed off to her in that conversation, but I was like, she handled it very well, though.
Well, that's what people say about Nick Cannon, too, as far as the broken home aspect of it, right?
Dr. Brian sat down with Nick Cannon, too. I'm surprised that didn't go viral.
So that did start going viral after this clip. And then also, too, and this was like kind of sad because she has nothing to do with this outside of the fact that she did have a baby by Cam Newton. But Jazzy, the comedian, the clip of her sitting down in an interview and talking about being a submissive woman to a man and all that stuff went viral as well. So it's a lot of people that got some shots following this interview.
All right.
I like Dr. Brian. I would like to have Dr. Brian at this year's Mental Health Expo, which we're about to announce soon. I do my annual Mental Health Expo every year.
She should come up here as well. She's in town. All right.
You like telling women what they need in their life. I think she could have a great conversation with you.
I don't like to tell no women what they need in their life. I don't tell them nothing. No. I just when I hear y'all talk, especially you, because you be sounding delusional. I just tell you the truth.
I think that my delusion is warranted, though.
Because the conversation changed a lot. At first, it was like, I don't need no man. I don't want no man. Then I'm like, Lauren, cut it out. She's like, well, I do want a man. That don't mean I'm not happy. I never said you weren't.
I've never said I don't need or want. I've said when I'm ready. And my delusion is warranted. I was in a couple of
Lululemon.
All right.
Lulu summer. It's been a Lulu Lolo summer. And I've been having a time. But I'm going back inside soon. So don't even worry.
Well, that is Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa. So since Lauren doesn't like light-skinned men, Drake released 3 records over the weekend. She ain't mentioned it one time. She ain't played one Drake record. She ain't even hint towards it. I'm going to start the mix off with Drake.
Because you like light-skinned men. Mama?
I like black men.
There you go.
Like black men.
I like black men.
That's right.
Wait a minute. Let me explain. Black men means all shades of men.
She said all lives matter.
Charlamagne the same. Charlamagne loves the same. Thank you, mama.
Yeah, because you only like light-skinned men.
When we come back, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Envy. I know you like all men.
Shut up.
You're checking out the world's most dangerous morning show.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is filling in for Jess, and Lauren brought her mom today because it's her mom's birthday. Yes. So happy birthday, mama.
It's my mom and my brother's birthday. Virgo crazies in the house.
I'm not mad at the Virgo.
I want to salute Kelsey's in Atlantic City, man.
Kelsey's.
Just because I went to Kelsey's yesterday, because I was in Atlantic City because my guy Andrew Schultz had a comedy show on Saturday night, so me and the wife had a little date night in Atlantic City. Salute to the Oceans Hotel. Frank that owns the Oceans Hotel, salute to you. But Kelsey's brunch is incredible.
It is.
All right. When I tell you, see, I'm a down south guy, so I like down south breakfast. So when I eat something that just genuinely brings me joy and makes me happy, that brunch was so good. I had shrimp and grits, and they had the shrimp with the turkey sausage in it, and the turkey gravy, and then they had the chicken sausages that taste like the ones you used to eat in high school. Then they had the fresh homemade biscuits. Oh my God! And sweet potato waffles. Oh man, Kelsey,
you had to take a nap after all that, didn't you?
I felt so good. I was just hyped. I was up. You know what I mean? And the thing is, I've eaten at Kelsey's before, but I've always eaten there for dinner. I've never had the brunch buffet. So if you ever in Atlantic City on a Saturday and Sunday, do yourself a favor and go to Kelsey's brunch from 10 to 3.
That's
okay?
Right.
Salute to Kelsey's, man. Great place.
They play swag surf too?
They what?
Do they play swag surf or you just eat there?
They what?
Swag serve. Is it like a
they had a DJ.
Or?
Yesterday they had a DJ. Man, they had a guy hosting the party.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Charlamagne the God in the building.
You was outside.
I just was going to eat. I didn't know they had all that. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, oh, okay. I had no idea.
All right. When we come back, we got the positive notice, the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. You got a positive note, Charlamagne?
I do. Before I get to the positive note, I want to say that there's another reason that none of y'all will ever be Michael Jackson, and I was reminded of it because they posted it on Instagram. I think today is the 34th or 35th year of Michael Jackson's video game Moonwalker. You remember Moonwalker? It was an arcade game. Then it came out on Sega Genesis. Phenomenal. And I am online right now about to order this goddamn arcade game.
About to buy one?
I'm about to buy I want the game. I want the thing to stand up in your house. So, if anybody out there got it for cheaper than what it's listed for online,
damn,
holla at me.
It's expensive online.
Yeah, it's like, what you say?
Don't put the price out there, but it's expensive.
He got money.
No, I ain't got that type of money. That's why I'm asking anybody out there if you got it. If you got it for cheaper, let me know. Because usually these nowadays, especially these standalone arcade games don't cost as much. But the only thing I will say about this has a warranty.
Yes.
It has a 2-year warranty, so that might be worth it.
Right.
I don't know, but I want the Michael Jackson Moonwalker arcade game, so holla at me.
You can pick the trim, the colors, and all that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Might have to do it. But the positive note is simply this. Sometimes things go wrong to get you right. You just have to trust the process. Enjoy your day.
Breakfast Club, bitches! Y'all finished or y'all done?